Cock by Mike Bartlett. Wes Haskell, John.
All right. In the course of reading and rehearsing the play, did you find yourself questioning the way you label yourself or the way you label others? And did that inform some of the choices you made in this role?
Yes, absolutely. I think that it did make me question why we put people in boxes, why we label people, why we feel like we have to live within those boxes and those labels. I think that it influenced the way that I approached the role a little bit because that's John's biggest struggle is that he does not want to be labeled. He does not want to be put into a box, and so he fights that as hard as he can.
All right. In the play, everything comes to head over dinner. What is the most uncomfortable dinner you have ever experienced?
I haven't had like too much of an uncomfortable dinner, but however, I'm a waiter because that's a survival joke. Do you want me to say that again because the door slammed?
Sure.
Well, I'm a waiter because that's my survival job. And so one time I was serving dinner to Madonna, and as I was serving dinner to Madonna, it was like a five-course meal, and so we were taking everybody's meal or plates at the same time, and I took her gnocchi, and she got really mad at me. She was like, "Don't take my gnocchi!" So that would probably be the most uncomfortable dinner situation I've ever had.
Alright.
No, that's not really that good of an answer.
That was a good answer.
Do you agree?
Can you give us some insight into John's struggle in this play?
John's struggle in the play is linked to his identity, and he doesn't know exactly who he is, and that's for several reasons. But he does know who. Well, he knows that he loves two different people, and then everybody's trying to tell him, including society and certain people in the play are telling him that he needs to decide what he is and who he likes, and that he needs to decide if he, what box he fits into and what label he should have. And so his struggle is really to try to not be in those boxes and try to not be labeled and to try to just love whoever he wants, and whether that be a man or a woman. And that's hard for him because society won't allow that to happen.
What has been your favorite cock pun or cock joke thus far?
I like it when my friends call me or text me or send me a Facebook message or an email that says, "How's the cock treating you?" Or, you know, I love the Cocktober hashtag. I think that that's like the funniest thing in the world. But surely it's just funny things like you're talking on the phone and you're like, so is that cock rehearsal, or this happened today at cock, or the cock's going really well, and just there are a lot of crazy things that come out of your mouth and you don't even realize that it's funny until after you say it and you see somebody's reaction to it and you're like, oh, I just said cock and that's funny.
All
Wow,
right.
I'm so weird.
What drew you to this role and this script?
I actually saw the show a year and a half ago in New York City, and when I saw it, I was like immediately, I have to do this. I have to do this show at some point in time in my career because I was so attracted to the characters, their struggles, and the subject matter, and just like um, how trapped they are and how they really need to get free. Because I'm always attracted to theater that asks the really hard questions and that puts characters in nearly impossible situations to get out of. I think that's the most riveting, that's the most interesting theater to watch. I also think it's the most interesting and challenging theater to put on. So that's what really attracted me to this role.
So, what do you find to be the most challenging part about playing this role?
Okay. Um, okay. I think probably the most challenging part about playing the role is that John has to be two different people. Like he really is completely two different people when he's with the man and when he's with the woman, and showing that or living that way has been challenging, but it's been a really fun exploration.